Hey everybody, we're going to be talking about something a little weird here today. You might have already seen it from the thumbnail, but we're going to be talking about, bam, Sword and Shield base set. Sword and Shield base set came out, oh god, probably about a good 1 or 2 years now, at the start of the Sword and Shield era. And come September 10th, we are going to be rotating the standard format for the Pokemon TCG, which will be Sword and Shield base set onward. And if you've been keeping track or playing at all, physical or online, you'll notice that there's a lot more stuff in Sword and Shield base set that gets played heavily. So if you're looking to actually start to get into the game again and building decks, physical or codes for the online, I think that this set is where you should be starting. And this isn't me like trying to drive up prices like a lot of collector people do, trying to get like cards hyped up to sell for high. No, this set just has a lot of good playable shit in it. And if you want an easy way to pull it that you don't have to go online to get, you should probably just buy the packs, because like I'm finding them fucking everywhere. Like every single store I go to has Sword and Shield base set. Family Dollar, Dollar General, I predominantly those two, but like it's been popping up elsewhere. So, and like most of my like card shops and whatnot are not getting that. They are getting more of the actual more recent sets, but these are popping up all over the place. And the best thing about it is if you go to somewhere like Dollar General, it's $3.50 a pack. And if you look at that, like it's a 50-cent savings on each pack you get, and they have a freaking million of them. Like this is 15 right here, and this doesn't even start to explain how many were sitting on the shelf. And the great thing is nobody cares, because there's nothing really like, I guess there's hype cards in the set still, but like nobody's talking about it, so nobody's buying it up like crazy. So I think it's a great player's delight, because you get all the fun stuff that you could throw into a deck and then go online and buy your singles of maybe more of your new stuff from Evolving Skies or from Chilling Reign or what have you. But this thing, it has so many playable trainers and draw support. Like with the switch from the Denny GX rotating out to just having Crobat, I feel like everybody's just kind of shoved Crobat to the side and been like, play one copy, he's a two prizer on the bench, you only draw up to 6, you can't discard your hand, very bad. No, Inteleon and Drizzile are everywhere. And if you're familiar with the old tax rates on getting other draw supporters like Shaymin EX back in the day, or freaking Tapu Lele, yeah, the prices went up. And it's funny to see like the inflation on a common card. But Drizzile, which is just an uncommon, is $6.25. And then Inteleons are $3.40, because you only need to play one of them. The other ones you play are from Chilling Reign, which I even looked at those. Those are going for about $6 just for the basic holo. So yeah, there's a lot to get in this set. Between the best draw supporter in the game currently, and a ton of supporter cards, including Quick Ball, Air Balloon, Marnie, Professor's Research, to name a few. There's a lot of stuff in here, and I am going to start making more decks with the standard rotation, considering I have mostly Sword and Shield base set on. So I figured I'd open a bunch today, and instead of doing like my normal like price up countdown of like what's worth it, I'm only going to pull out A, the hits, and B, the playable cards, and we'll amass the value of those and like how much you're getting, because I feel like the fun part of Pokemon and getting cards is opening the packs, and I finally feel like for once, for $3.50, you're getting your worth out of what you're pulling out of the booster packs in terms of playability. So that's an instant win. So I guess without further ado, I'll just start opening some packs, and we'll kind of go through what cards are good and which are bad. Mostly the good, because there's like way too much good in here. So like this is just a player's delight. And I'm very pumped because I'm looking for some Drizzile, because well, back in the day I got rid of all my bulk commons and uncommons, and it's just really funny how a card went from like zero play. Like, this has been around for ages, and it took what, like 5 sets to finally get people to realize, man, evolving and drawing up trainers is really good, which is not surprising for me because I'm brain dead. I have other people online to tell me what to do. I don't exactly know what's gonna be the hottest trend in terms of the card game. I'm trying to get better at it. But it's funny that it took that many years just to get to that point. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough about how cool this set is and how fun it is just in terms of a player. So let's get into what you'll be looking to find out of here to actually start building some decks. Alright, there we go. Got them all out of the packaging. Yeah, so I guess like any good base set, it really is meant to give you a bunch of staple cards that you could pretty much play in each and every deck. And I think Sword and Shield base set does an exceptional job. Like, I kind of remember the Sun and Moon era, and there's probably a good amount of playable cards in it, but I don't think anything like this, man. This is... Also, you could tell these must be packaged new, because, like, man, the glue on these is strong as all hell, which probably means they were prepping for this, because I think they want to start getting players back into it. So like, oh man, if they're going to start playing, they're really going to need these staple cards in an easy way. So I'm glad that Pokemon's actually going through and printing this set a bunch more, because it has to be this, because like I don't see too much of Rebel Clash or Darkness Ablaze getting prints, but this set is getting a ton. Also, I'm forgetting, I got to actually go through this slow to see if we find anything that is usable. Potions of Trainer, not good at all. Dreadnought and Gengar. I don't think Gengar really has any use. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon, of one of your Psychic to one of your other Psychic. Not really useful, but it is a cool little holo. And no viable trainers out of that. But still, it doesn't exactly matter that much because I'm only spending $3.50 a pack. And I think it's $4, which is the standard if you go to Family Dollar. But either way, like, it's just really, really cheap and easy because you're not going to like some other seller who's going to be upcharging these packs, and nobody is really looking at this, like I said. So you kind of get that luxury. All right, come on. Can we get any playable card in this? Okay, there we go. There's one already. I didn't even remember this one was in the set. Like, I wrote down a list of like 15, and there's still more. Lucky Egg's very nice for a lot of single prize decks. If you could attach this to your Pokemon and it's knocked out, you draw up until you have 7. And a lot of single prize decks usually rely on either A, finding a bunch of energy, or B, finding a bunch of cards, like Malamar. So Lucky Egg's kind of nice. If you get that knockout, it actually puts you right back on your feet, and you're only losing 1 prize card. So Lucky Egg is super nice. Seaking, Reverse Eldegoss, and Poltergeist. No good. Actually, I need to start putting the good stuff out on its own. I'll be moving the commons and the energies over to here. I'm just going to start leaving mad stacks of stuff that I consider worthwhile and usable. That can go there. There we go. And it is like I didn't even realize that Research and Marnie are both in the base set. But like, it's just kind of cool that like all of the staple stuff is just all in one place. You don't have to go hunting like 5 different sets, thus leading you to go online. Like, you could just reasonably get like this. I'm genuinely curious what you get out of 15 of these. Krabby, Rookie D, Rhyhorn, the Energy. Oh, Vitality Band is in this set too. Okay. With a lot of stuff rotating out, there's not really too much like good damage increasing tool cards, but this is nice. Occasionally you'll need to hit some funny numbers, and increasing your damage by 10 could sometimes push a Pokemon from being lame to hitting kill numbers like 220 on Vs or 320 on VMAXs. So Vitality Band could come in handy in a pinch. Pokemon Catcher you don't see too much of, considering most people play Boss's Orders, but in a pinch, if you need something cheaper, or you don't feel like wasting a supporter for your turn to do that, you could use this card. Flip a coin. If heads, you switch one of your opponent's benched with their active. Not very consistent because you have to get that coin flip, which kind of sucks. But if you do, hell yeah. We got Yamper and Noctowl. None of those are of any use to us. I don't even know what else is in here. Like, there's just... and, like, I somehow I've miraculously pulled 3 of the Secret Rare Quick Ball out of this. But, like, it's just so cool that, like, that was just, like, the easiest way to get it. Now I just have those. Like, I did that during pre-release. And I've just been sitting on them. Okay, maybe we have a hit. We could talk about it a bit more. Yeah, in terms of like actual Pokemon to attack with, you have your Zacian, you have your Zamazenta. Cramorant's a good supporting Pokemon. I mean, mainly those two. I think Victini V is getting played in a lot of decks. In terms, I mean, Fire is not really super useful, but Victini's like the one good one, and that the base Victini V is the better card, to be honest. Krogenk, I guess you could say you could play because he evolves into Toxicroak, which does increase poison. There's a lot of like poison amplifying decks, and this Krogenk is pretty damn good, and is the case for a lot of base Pokemon in this set. A ton of them have 70 HP. And why is that relevant? Because Inteleon can snipe your Pokemon for 20 damage apiece, so if they have 3 of them down and they have 60, you're getting a knockout. This one gets to hold on a bit longer. And I also know there's some other Pokemon V and VMAX that can hit your bench, and having 70, getting that extra time to hold on is very, very nice. And while the sets that do print, like other versions of Krogenk, do, you know, like that, because there's a better set, I think, that has the Toxicroak, but Krogenk over here is only in this set, and the other one in that other set has 60. Most of them, like, I don't know why so many in this set have 70 specifically. Thwacky, hey, there's another one. Big Charm, the Pokemon this card's attached to gets 30 HP. There's some other amplifying health cards, but for Pokemon that are a VMAX, there's no way to use Cape of Toughness. And I know the pads or whatever that is, that gives you 50 extra HP for a Pokemon who have a 4 retreat cost. That's going away, and since I play Dreadnought, Big Charm is the next way to go. Again, can help you from getting hit with funny numbers. Maybe it puts your HP to a certain point where you can't be killed by something annoying that you don't like. Very nice. And we get a, oh, very cool, Morpeko the Max. I didn't move my sleeves back over. I was playing a game with a friend, so I moved all my shit around. Morpeko VMAX. You know, now with the Flaffy engine, being able to accelerate energy from your either hand or discard, I think it's discard. I haven't really started playing with Flaffy yet. It makes electric decks a bit more viable. This one might actually not be bad either. 20 damage each of your opponent's benched. I know there's a card coming out in the next set. It's a Krogenk V that's going to do a fuck ton of damage depending on how much damage counters on your opponent. So Max Discharge might not be a bad, like dual play with him and this guy. So we could see some play there. I guess I'll put the rares up there. This one's going to be a much longer video than I'm used to. Also, wow, I really destroyed the freaking code out of the first pack. Alright, what else can we get? What else can we get to show off? I'd like to show off more, but sadly there's so much and I can only really show what I get out of the packs. I guess I could put pictures up, but I am just going to raw show you what 15 gets you. And I guess I could talk about a few more than if we don't end up seeing too many other ones. Potion, Dottler, Hop, oof, not really great. Whimsicott, and Turtonator. That one's actually a bust. Any commons that we need? No. Dang, okay, so actually, like, pull rates out of here for getting the Drizziles and stuff is a bit harder than I expected. I did open a few packs the other day. Oh, okay, good. We already got something right on the top here that I'd like to talk about. Because I forgot there's actually 2 draw support Pokemon in this set that are prevalent, that are not VMAXs, which is always very nice, because you don't want to get all that damage under your bench. And that would be Cinccino. Cinccino, the evolved form of this, has the ability where you discard a card from your hand and you get to draw 2. That's good quick draw support if you want to see some more stuff. Maybe you need to throw something in discard so you could use it. Very helpful. And same thing like the Krogenk, Cinccino has 70 HP, which is fantastic. You once again get above that 60 HP par. More HP is always the better unless the card has some sort of use, but that one definitely doesn't. And there are like 2 forms, a lot of them. Like this is the Sobble 60 HP. That is not the one that you want. You like the one with a bit more. Hey, there's a decent trainer. I wasn't going to play it in too many decks, but it might find its way back. Shuffle 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your deck. Could be helpful for some decks that really require those trainer cards to actually be useful. Ah, a classic. Air Balloon. Air Balloon. Just attach it to your Pokemon, 2 free retreat cost. Like, free retreat in this game is huge. So if a Pokemon has that built in, fantastic. But this thing really helps a majority of the Pokemon in the game get its free retreat and access to move around. Pretty much every deck plays at least 1 or 2 copies. So getting Air Balloon is a very nice. Scorpy's always a good time, but we don't need him. I just like the art a lot. And then the rare is Dumb. I don't think Whimsicott in this set has any use. We will press on. Alright. Flip that out. Flip that around. 4 to the front. I think I did it right. Yep. Actually, I should start doing 4 to the front because it makes it a bit easier. Oh, that's a fucking cute Sudowoodo art. Never saw that before. Another Vitality Band. We could put that to the side. Okay, this is good. I can stop talking about some of them as we find them. Alright, Mudbray. Oh, I mean, this is just a me thing, but I've been trying to find a way to make Maractus work. It's pretty much a meme deck, but like, Maractus is super cheap to buy. It's probably only a few cents, but like, using the Powerful Needles build to just get a ton of energy on with, what is it? What Pokemon is it? It's Cherim. Cherim lets you accelerate grass energy anywhere you want. You could accelerate them all to Maractus and flip some coins. Use Glimwood Tangle to reflip coins. You could do damage. If you get 6 heads, you can knock out a VMAX in 1 hit. It's very silly, and I will put that to the side for me. Hey, there's the Sobble I was talking about. I don't feel like a lot of people are mentioning this. I see a lot of people using the Rapid Strike one, which makes sense. For 1 colorless, or yeah, I think it's for 1 colorless, 1 water. You could search your deck for 3 other ones and just put them right onto the bench, which is very helpful. But I have a bad feeling that they're going to start getting sniped easier, and people are probably going to move away to this. Because you could easily just search out Sobbles otherwise. It's nice if it's a turn 2 and you're starting and you have that on the bench, you can just accelerate all those, so you start evolving to Drizzile. But I think this, later on, when it becomes a war of just sniping things, he might become a lot more helpful. And Rapidash, which I don't think has any use. That is very nice. We got a Sobble reverse, though. Heck yeah. Wonder if it has gone up in value. That was one of the cards I didn't check. Whew, I guess we'll know on the screen soon enough, because you guys will get that luxury of knowing when a future Peter tells you. Ooh, all right, finally, another hit. Can we get something else? Kind of cool to get a VMAX. I don't know if I had the Morpeko from this set. I think they reprinted him in Shining Fates, so I have him from there for sure. Oh, we love Baltoy. Well, I love Baltoy. I don't know if anybody else does. Another Palpad, very nice. Another Air Balloon, very nice. Eldegoss. Ooh, okay, this is a good one to talk about. Sweet. Galarian Zigzagoon, another Pokemon that's really nice for just spreading around that extra damage that might get you a free knockout. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty simple, but if you need to get Pokemon down to a certain number, or if they only have a few HP remaining, you could use this, and you could use Scoop Up Net to pull back in your hand, play it down again, and deal more damage. Galarian Zigzagoon is a very nice find. Oh, let me get a little Snorlax V. Don't think I've seen Snorlax get really any crazy use, but it is cool to see his V, and I like that this one's more of like a drawn-on one. A lot of them are like the 3D render. Cool to have a nice 2D art. Sweet. Move that over. Next pack. Let's see what else we can get. No Drizzles or Inteleon. I'd really like to hopefully... I mean, that's really the whole reason I bought these in the first place. Man, this glue. Man, it's ridiculous. Sorry, people, if you don't like how I'm opening these, but, like, I usually use that method and it works just fine, but, oof, sheesh, it is rough right now. Oh, no. Okay, the back card is pretty beat. That is my fault. But I don't think that's anything crazy good, so we can go through it. Rhyhorn, Blipbug's no use. Nope. Hey, there's another one. Energy Search of and get a little bit more play, mainly because of the Inteleon engine that lets you, well, Inteleon and Drizzile, letting you draw any supporter you want. If you're really itching for an energy, you could just use one evolution just to acquire this, just to get the energy that you need. I know I'm running one of my Zashan deck just in case. So I think there's another card that's going to be starting to see more play. Pokekid absolutely will not see play. Quillfish. Hey, there we go. A beautiful little staple for every deck. Quick Ball. Discard a card from your hand and search for a basic Pokemon. Lets you find anything you want, slap it right down. And also a lot of them, like Zashan, this is really nice for because you just discard an energy, and then if you have Metal Saucer, pop it right back onto the bench. Quick Ball is always a good time, and pretty much the easiest way to find whatever basic Pokemon you're looking for. Considering like 9 out of 10 decks are heavily prevalent on finding, actually I should say 10 out of 10 decks need the basic to get anywhere, that's a very nice time. I actually don't really think there's any decks at all that could just bypass it. There's some weird cards that like just shift up past things, but yeah, you need a basic or you can't play, actually. What am I talking about? You need to have a basic on the bench. I sound like an idiot because I'm talking too fast. Hoot Hoot, no good. Sudowoodo, Raboot, Haunter, Days. Very nice, another one of these. And I don't think Cramorant, no. The Cramorant V in this set is good, but the base Cramorant is no good. Galarian Zigzagoon's another nice pickup, though. 2 of them now. Man, I don't know how to open these without, like, ripping this shit in half. It's just not opening at all. Maybe I gotta do it from the bottom. Yep, definitely do. Alright, let's just... Wow, it's so... Okay, so these have to be, like, literally brand new off the freaking presses, because, like, I cannot open these at all. So, again, yeah, I think this is going to be in print for a while longer, especially for right now. It's a good time to get it because new rotation is going to be starting. I think just pick up your stuff and start playing around now. Probably be a good idea. And it's a lot cheaper than going out and buying all these crazy new things, ladies and gents. It's just so expensive to find a lot of these new sets because people are already upselling it, but nobody cares about this set. So just go and find this. Another Palpad, very nice. Oh, reverse Lucky Egg. Hey, we get to talk about this too. Very nice. Frostmoth is great for any water deck. It lets you accelerate water energy from your hand onto your bench Pokemon as many as you like. So if there's a water Pokemon that needs to get set up fast, Frostmoth is a great way to do it. He's pretty cheap as of right now because I think they printed the heck out of him in Shining Fates. So he's pretty cheap to pick up online, but it is always nice to find the holo variant out of this set. Either way, if you needed it, there you go. And we could do another 2 under. And I think the Snom in this one's better too. I know there's like a 60 HP and a 50 HP Snom. Gossifleur is sometimes useful. You can search your deck for 3 basic, put them on your bench. A good, like, once again, if you're going second, starting first, you get attack for free and then retreat because he's a 1 retreat cost. Not bad. Hey, there's the Snom for 50, which I don't think is the better one. We got Salazzle, we got Hitmonlee, we got Yell Grunt, we got Galarian Mouth looking weird, and we've got Orbeetle. No good there. We are down to 3 packs. Man, I thought we'd have got a lot more hits than this. But once again, it really doesn't matter because all these packs are giving me hits in terms of playable supporters. So that's good enough for me. 1, 2, 3, under 2. Let's do it. Flip it around. What do we get? Klaba, Yamp, Sizzlepede, Mental Energy, Dottler, we got Hop, we got Sudowoodo, we got Pincurchin, and we got a Caparaja holographic. Man, okay, so they actually made a lot of this stuff a bit harder to access than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so maybe that is the one forewarning I could tell you. Maybe still try to pick it up, because hitting a lot of this stuff that's actually usable is not easy. Do you think they know now? Like, they're printing the set again, and they're like, alright, there's a new rarity system to it. I wonder if the older packs have an easier time. Oh, okay, we're not done yet. Very cool. 3-4 under 2. Flip it around. I think I did that completely wrong, but we definitely got something. Scorbiny. Hoot. Hoo-hoo. No metal saucers or anything yet. Another big charm. Very nice. Acrobike, I don't really see getting too much. Hey, there we go. Finally, can talk about this guy. Okay, metal saucer. Any metal deck. Great. Just attach an energy card from your discard to one of your benched. Super fucking easy. Get into the discard with Quick Ball, get a free Pokemon, and you can get that energy right onto the Pokemon that's on the bench. Fantastic. And then we get Blipbug and Stonjourner V. Very cool. Stonjourner is one of my favorite new Pokemon from Gen 8. I just wish he got a better card in this game, man. Very sad for him. And then I think we have one last pack. And after that, I'll kind of go through some of the remaining cards that we didn't see. Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop being so violent. Oh, people are going to hate me. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay, I've never seen the glue this strong in any pack before, but this is insane. At least I'm only just breaking normal commons that really aren't very useful. Oh god, everybody, please be kind in the comments. Leave me alone. Another Vitality, very nice. Thwacky and Lapras. So not the best pulls, but like other stuff that I didn't get to see is obviously the Drizzile. Search your deck for any trainer card when it evolves and just put it in your hand. Insane. Literally insane. You could just get whatever you want. So like usually you have to kind of like hope and pray that your opponent didn't find what they need, but they could just be like, here it is, gimme. We got Zashan V. He goes without saying. He just 130 damage base. There's plenty of ways to accelerate that damage, and he gets an easy energy acceleration with his ability. There's just so many ways to play this card. It's getting insane now. And he's been running at this meta. Like, he's been a factor in this meta no matter when, since Sword and Shield base came out, which is insane too. Even with losing ADP, I still think he's a force to be reckoned with. Ordinary Rod's very nice. Take 2 Pokemon from your discard and up to 2 energy, put them back in your deck. Great if you're running out of stuff. It's usually good for single prizes because they tend to get knocked out quick. You can just pull them back in and you get used to them again. Very, very nice. And if you need energy back, that's sometimes helpful as well. Zamazenta V is useful in a lot of decks. I don't see it getting like the most play, but it's always a good factor to have if you want to just stall out of VMAX, because if he's in the front, VMAXs cannot hurt him. Rare Candy is a nice thing. If you have the 3rd stage evolution and you have the basic already on the bench, you could just evolve it up to that for free. Any stage 2 deck, pretty much, yeah, stage 2. Stage 2 is what it is, the 3rd Pokemon in the evolution. But yeah, stage 2 decks basically require this. Oranguru is very nice for Zamazenta. You could just take the top card off the top of the deck, put it in your hand, and you could just shove an energy back onto the top. Use Zashian's acceleration to pull that energy right onto itself, because its ability looks at the top 3, puts energy onto Zashian. Very, very good. Cramorant's nice. If you're going second, first turn, you could just put 1 energy down, just search for 2 cards, put it in your hand. As long as your opponent doesn't have Marnie, you're pretty much good to go. Crushing Hammer, we don't need to talk about, but it's basically the same thing as Pokemon Catcher. Flip a coin, but you discard an energy instead. Very annoying. Professor's Research, goes without saying. Discard your hand, draw 7. Fantastic. Marnie, for the same reason, put your hand back to the bottom of your deck and your opponent, so you can screw them out of whatever cards they drew that they need, and they draw 4. And you draw 4 as well. Kind of nice. In a pinch, Inteleon, same thing as the Drizzile, but he gets to take 2 trainer cards. Always good to play 1 and then use the other Inteleons for damage acceleration. And I think that's probably the reason why it took off so much, is because we have that damage acceleration variant, because you get to draw trainers, and then at the end of the day you're doing damage, and he's not there to just sit there and look pretty. And the only other thing is Victini V. I think his first attack lets him accelerate energy onto his bench or something like that. It's better than the other Victini V in battle styles, so people tend to use that. But yeah, please go out of your way, try to find some Sword and Shield base set. I mean, like, I didn't get the most stuff, but there's a whole stack here of just playable cards that I can use. Oof. Except for the Vitality Band. That one might be out of commission there. No, he's still fine, because who cares? If he's bent, you can still play it. We're not selling it, we're not grading it, we're not putting it in a sleeve. Who gives a shit? Just a Vitality Band. Yeah, that's pretty much all I could say about it. Super cheap. I'd recommend still looking at Dollar General to find them. $3.50 a pack, and then the next weekend you get $5 off 25. So if you're still looking for more stuff out of this set, bam, there's your way to go. Players enjoy, collectors have fun, and everybody else who's trying to flip these, please be kind. People want to actually play these cards right now. Nobody wants to have to buy a basic metal saucer for like $20 fucking, so please don't do it. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this weird long opening, and if you stuck around, thank you. Take care.